What happened? Well, I've got the file. Why don't we read to people? These are, of course, the Effstop files, as in Tommy Effstop, of course, Tom Segura's new photography Instagram. Have people seen this? There's not many followers. This is hot off the presses. Tom Segura decided to become a Leica photographer. He was photographed a few weeks ago. Let me go through my Effstop files. Now, his Instagram, he decided to name it Tommy Effstop. That's, of course, F and stop, as in camera. Now, he's pulling a McDonald's. Do you know what that means, pulling a McDonald's? Well, there was a time on his YMH, Your Mom's House podcast, where they got their set redecorated, and it was awful. It looked like a McDonald's. So instead of just admitting defeat, it was like when Joe Rogan got the red tube. Remember the red tube? Their egos are too big to admit they made a royal fuck up and that everyone's laughing. So they start doing what's called the McDonald's lie, where you pretend it was a bit the whole time. Tom Segura is the king of this. This is where I started picking up on him. This is why he's one of my worst enemies. It's okay to suck. It's okay to not be good. It is not okay to tell lies. And when I saw Tom Segura do that McDonald's lie about his studio, I knew it was on. I knew that this was not a trustworthy person. No, this was a guy who's part of the Effstop files. Okay. Now, what does this say? Well, they'll all be Easter eggs, of course. So he started Tommy Effstop. Now, people go, Mike, it's obviously a joke. This is the McDonald's lie. Yes, Tommy Effstop is a cringe name to him, but he is for real doing everything that he's doing. Anything that could be cringe in photography is happening on this page for real. The Tommy Effstop is to throw you off in case you think this sucks so bad. He goes, it's obviously a bit. It is not a bit. Tom Segura went out and spent, I'm guessing, over $40,000 on Leica cameras and lenses. I don't know if his people who have been making fun of his photography have realized the expense behind the equipment that Tom's been going around with. Here he is with his, what is this, his M11? And of course, he ran out and got a M11. Jules, what's the price tag on an M11 body? You could just pull up BH photo for the rest of this segment. We're going to need it. And that's part of my files as well, of all these prices.
The M11P?
The M11. Just whatever. Let's pretend he got the base model M11.
9,840.
The M11 body, 9,840. Okay, so write that down. Now, of course, he got a whole set of lenses. So 35, 28, and a 50. If not more. He might have gotten them all. Now, those lenses are what? Those could be 5,000 to 9,000 a pop for the lenses. So just write down 5,000 times 3 for that. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, no, I'm losing an ear. Okay, so you could... Whoa, it's back. It is back. He also went out. He couldn't stop there. The M11 is Leica's digital rangefinder. He didn't stop there. He also went out and bought a Leica MP, which is one of their flagship... Sorry, my headphones keep crapping out. I don't know what's going on. He bought the Leica MP, one of their flagship film cameras. Here he is, using a camera that photographers work their whole lives to be able to afford, okay, let alone use, This is not a camera that a beginner buys, okay? This is, if you look at in any book, these Leica rangefinder cameras are for expert photographers. These were the first cameras he bought, so not only did he run out and buy the Leica M11, he bought the Leica MP. What's the list on that one?
6,400.
6,400 for the Leica MP. Really? Has it gone down? Or is that? No, that's it. He's got the Leica MP. He's got the Leica 11. It doesn't stop there. That's not enough for him. I believe he has a medium format camera as well. What was his medium format camera?
Didn't he have a Rolly?
A Rolly. And what was the other? He had one more camera, did he not?
I think it was those three mainly.
Those three. Okay, so we went out and bought 3 cameras. We have some of his photography here to look at today. And, of course, the Effstop Files. I've been going on. This has been driving me nuts trying to get this right.
Someone says, please show the pic of the textiles. God, I love you.
Grab that. Grab his, oh, yeah, I've got it here, right? His Instagram?
I hope so.
Where's my little mouse? We should have it all here. Make sure his Instagram is up there.
I didn't know if that one was in the files.
No, that one is not in the files. I found that too obscure to print.
That's
it wouldn't even read. Let's go to the Effstop Files. We have a lot to go through here, and these obviously you can see this binder is going to take some time here in the Effstop file. This is very troubling. Now, I don't know if Trevor Wisecup knows about this. This would tick him off to no regard. Let's go to this Instagram. Let's get this open here. The Effstop Files. Do we have, is this it here at the top?
Yes.
Tommy Effstop, and you guys should all go follow. Let's go to those textiles, and I know exactly where they are. They're in this photo set here with this gentleman. Now, Tom Segura went over to a textile factory and decided to take some street here it is. This is the photo of the textiles. It's one of his clearest photos, believe it or not. It's the one that's in the most focus. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I thought I was looking at a coffin that was smushed. I did not even know this was textiles until now. I literally thought this was like an up-close picture of some like trim on a coffin. This is a photo he took, and he hashtagged it People in Places NYC 2025. Shot on Leica Camera USA M11, their most expensive camera they make. And it came out like this. So I know his followers were making fun of him for this. I don't think they know that we're talking about 40 grand in gear to get started. I'm going to take this one out of the binder here. These are some of my favorites that I've pulled aside for you. These are his nature photos. Now, can we cut to the close-up there? You can see how blurry this is. This is just all a blurry photo of a beach. I mean, this looks like somebody's Instagram photo from when Instagram just came out and they were just trying the shitty built-in filter. This is a photo of caramel corn burnt.
I'm like getting dizzy.
Close up. It is dizzying. Look at this photo and try to even envision what that could be. This is just some craggly shit in the wood. It's like if you went to a really ugly part of the woods and just shot a photo of some of the dead trees.
Imagine him framing up this shot.
He framed this, and these are on his Rolleiflex, right? This is on his medium format camera, which God knows how much he spent on that one, too. Just going back in the files. Let's see. We've got some other really interesting things to look at here. Here, I'll just put these aside. In the Effstop Files, by the way, this thing has no end to it. This I found was great. This photo was only available across 2 Instagram slides. The way this was posted was on his photographer's Instagram page. Believe it or not, Tom has a personal photographer that follows Tom everywhere. Like that little kid who used to follow Kanye West.
Nico.
He has his own documentary photojournalist follow him around that he's hired. This is probably where he picked up the hobby from, because he saw that that Leica glass gets up there in price, so he's interested. Keep talking, he said.
Mhm.
This photo was available on the Instagram of his photographer, but it was cut in half. You had to slide over to get, like, it was, you would see only half of it and then slide over. I downloaded both of those. I stitched them back together to get this. Cut to the close-up. This is Tom framing up this. You didn't need to look through anything to do these. All you needed to do was simply take out the camera and point it away from your body and press a button. It would have gotten you these. And here he is. He really finds himself to be an artist now, which is really, really a slap in the face. You know, Tom Segura is basically like a human AI. You know, he takes everything and turns it into complete shit. Here are some of my favorites. He's a street photographer as well. Tommy Effstop, People and Places, New York. This is completely blurry. You have to see these on his page. And this is just a shot. This paper is making it look better. You know, we should turn to his Instagram.
I know, I was going to say.
But I'll tell you this. Cut to that.
Damn.
This is his photo clothes. This is what he's wearing. He fancies himself a director now. A director of photography. Leica photography. The highest end photography there is. So in the Effstop Files, you'll have just that. But if you go to his Instagram, Tommy Effstop, and he's very, insecure about this probably. This probably took all that he had to get the guts to post this first one. So we're going to show you People and Places. This is the one we first saw. And these are all, you could see, I'll zoom in. Can you tell how blurry they are?
Yes.
I mean, they're just the worst photos that these Leica cameras can deliver. We couldn't figure out how they look like this. Like, you should be able to. With proper exposure, it should just look better through the glass. But Tom has managed to take something that is really hard to make look bad and made it about as bad as it can look. I wonder if Leica Camera USA is happy with these results. You know, they're trying to sell $12,000 cameras. You got Tommy Effstop going, this is Leica, to a giant audience. A giant audience. A lot of people experiencing Leica for the first time. They go, ooh, that's what Leica looks like? No, thanks. Leicas actually look bad.
What if he doesn't know that you have to like manual focus an M11 and he thinks it's just like any camera where he's like pressing it down half and that it's auto-focusing for him?
It might. It really might. I mean, all of his photos
are in focus at all.
Are out of focus. We couldn't believe it. We were screaming
the TV
with
on
joy.
Red Bar is a little bit out of focus.
Yeah. So it's tough to tell.
But if you look at them on his actual Instagram, they're insane.
Go to his real page because it really is. It's hard for these to read out of focus here because everything's kind of out of focus here. But these are, oh my God, this one is so good. It's just pure, but we're really making them look better than they are, I think. Please go see these on your own. I've never seen anything like it. This is complete blur. The whole frame is blur. This as well. This as well. That is fully blur. This one I think was just a desktop that he took a picture of. You know,
that one is
desktop
crazy.
Background. This one, Leica reserved parking only. And of course, Gelson's completely blurred. You know, the nerve of this guy to go on here. And he's been posting. I mean, really, he's been keeping up with the account. He's been adding things to it. He's got these great captions here. Let's see what this first one was. I started a page just to post photography. It's called Tommy Effstop, and I'll post photos here. The first collection is called Looking Down in NYC, shot on Leica camera, hashtag M11. Again, I really wouldn't be tagging Leica like that. I think people should report this to Leica and say, wow, geez, you know, I saw you guys from Tom Segura was posting you. I didn't know Leica was so low quality of a camera. I guess I'll get the Sony. You know, I'll go get the Sony. Lake Como, Italy, 2024.
Every single one of these is so tilted, you're like falling off.
Really, and the nature ones are so crazy when you actually see them. They're so blurry. And here's his friend with the camera. It's one of my favorite pages.
I check this like 3 times a day.
Seriously, it's that good. We've got it all in the Effstop files. I want to show you. Oh, yeah, Tommy Effstop. Okay, we'll tell you about that. Here's a. Oh, we have that one. That's in the Effstop files. This is Tom's photographer. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is Tom's photographer, where I think he got the idea. And wait, that's not Tom. No. But every other picture on his page is of Tom Segura. It's his only gig. So every day he just posts photos of Tom Segura or Tom Segura activities. All of his photos, this photographer. I've never seen anything like it unless it's the boyfriend of an Instagram model pimping out his girlfriend and using her as the main model on his page.
Isn't his photographer like...
This one made me so sick. This is Tom sitting on the private jet.
Oh my God.
And this is the photographer taking the pic. And then
Tom's just like, I'll do that too, man.
That's the result. And there's Tom sitting on the private jet, getting his picture taken, and then going out and buying camera gear that this guy, you know, his whole life he'll never have gear like that. And Tom just runs out and buys it and thinks he could do the job of the guy. And what's the goal? To eventually fire him and just take Leica selfies of yourself? You know, how rude. And this is if his photography doesn't stop taking photos of Tom in every shape or form. Here's Tom playing around on that horrendous
I was going to say,
Netflix
did we ever
show.
talk about...
I don't think we reviewed that show. What was it called? Bad Thoughts?
The poop ass
the
butt
poop
and crap
ass
hour?
butt crap ass hour.
Boy,
was this juvenile.
Crap and
This
poo.
was so juvenile. And it's renewed for season 2, of course.
Whoa.
It was really, you should see Tom. We've got video of Tom Segura. You know, he's a director now. You should see. He's like, he was on We Might Be Drunk as well.
I was going to say we won't make you watch that again, but you should watch his episode on We Might Be Drunk because he's so Hollywood.
Oh my God. He's like a full different guy now. Now he's like on a press junket. Like he has like talking points. He carries himself differently. He's fully crossed over into being like an actor, Hollywood standard guy. It's actually unbelievable to watch. It was like seeing a different man when he was on You Might Be Drunk. I mean, he really, and it almost seems like he's on some sort of pill, like to get through all this like criticism. He just is like on mad Lexapro and just going right through it. It's very surreal. Look at this one. And the guy takes photos of him every day. It's another artistic shoot of Tom. I don't know why Tom needs his picture taken every day, 5 times a day. And they're just posting it. I mean, really, you go to Tom's page. Let's see how much Tom's been posting about himself. Segura Tom. I think Tom's page is pretty lit up with these photos of him. He really loves these. Let's see. Yeah, he's always being photographed. He's always having a great time. He's making sure that the cameras are rolling. Yeah, he really fancies himself something big these days. And he's not good. You could tell the rest of the set on this project he worked on, he was trying to step in to be the director and the editor on Bad Thoughts. There's some stories out there where you could see that the cast and crew is like, okay, just let him believe that he's directing. Let him believe that he's making these decisions
he's
in
like,
the
it's
edit.
really awesome being on set because I kind of like get to make edits and be like, cut here, and I'm like editing it, and then the real editor just is like, can I give that a little pass over? You're really good at editing.
You've got a really good eye.
But I'll just give it a quick pass.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
he
just
changes
so
the whole thing,
interesting
does it
to
all.
see his interpretation.
Yes.
And Sam and Mark are like, kill.
Whoa. So, like, is this coming out on YouTube? It's crazy. The Effstop Files will continue to grow. We're going to be printing out every picture he ever takes and posts. This thing is going to be, we've got it all. And I said to him on day one, I went to his page, I go, we've never been happier, Tom. We've never been so over the moon. We've screenshot. I left a big comment. If you go to his Tommy Effstop page, you can see it there. I said, we're screenshotting all this. Thank you so much. And I think I tagged Mark Rublio, right? Mark Rubelet, who also does some photography. She said, Mark, get a load of this. You know, my buddy Mark, that me and Trevor hang out with. In the photography world, you know, serious photographers taking real street photos of bees. And it's just we as this photographer community and photographers who have been taking this very seriously for our whole lives, like me, we find this to be absolutely disgusting. And we do not welcome him into the Leica family. And we don't welcome him into the Context family either. You're welcome in no film circles. And what I think we should all do, instead of tell him he sucks, everybody listening, if you want more of this, convince him to start a photography YouTube channel. That's what we really want. Make him think that we want photography video content of him going on the street and shooting and talking about cameras and stuff like that. That's what I would personally love the most. So, the Effstop Files. And this all hit me at once. I remember I was just talking about Tommy Effstop. And then the whole thing with Epstein happened, of course. So I whipped this sucker up just yesterday. I think I did this. This whole binder. I went on DoorDash. I went to, I think, Office Depot or Office Max. I got the binder. And then I got to work and I started recreating this based on the Epstein files. Of course, it's a parody. And I got to work, and I think it came out pretty sharp. This is like a imagine you got this as a collector's edition from the show. How you would feel. This is like Rhett and Link. Now, finally, I went out of my way, and this is actually a gift for Tom. This is a gift I bought for Tom. And similar to something like Joe McHale would love to get of his own work, I got this for Tom. I blew this one up here. And this is my favorite photo. And I even went ahead and formatted it how you should format your prints. You know, from this monitor, this looks like a
painting.
Yes, it looks like a pencil, a colored pencil.
It's actually beautiful
painting.
Now.
This is actually photography. This was shot on M11, the fanciest camera money can buy. Tom Segura, Los Angeles, shot on Leica camera M11. And Tom, you should sell these in your stores. This one is my absolute favorite. And we will cherish it and have it here forever. And by the way, I'm printing these out myself. I didn't go to Kinko's and quickly do this. I sat there all day. You know how much ink this was? That's all ink on the highest quality paper we got. So put in more work to your art than you put into it, by the way.